Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Dishonored Definitive Edition Complete Stealth Pacifist walkthrough, and this is mission 9, also known as Light at the End. And this is the final mission of the game. We have reached it in low chaos without ever being spotted and without killing anyone. And that's how we are gonna continue through this mission. Also, there are a few trophies related to this mission if you take out the alarm systems and all that good stuff. So if you want to do that, I recommend making a separate save for this, because it's easier to disable them in low chaos, I think, because there aren't as many guards and they're not as much on high alert as if you were to reach it in high chaos. But at the start of this mission, you head over to this second cliff to your right, and we're gonna try to get up on top of it so we can walk in to the island on one of these steel wires. And this can be a bit tricky to try to get up here, since we only have blink level 1 for mostly flesh and steel. But you will get it eventually. You see me having some problems, trying to say two words at once. Having some trouble or having some problems with getting up here. But it is doable, and I think I will succeed any second now. So I try to change my tactics and go up this steeper part of the cliff and fall down into the water. Apparently I was wrong. I failed miserably. But I do know that I get up there, at least. So, in this final mission, your goal is to reach the lighthouse, and the lighthouse is located at the back end of the island. And when we get up there, we are gonna take out Havelock, the final hurdle in our path to redemption, once more, and we are gonna free Emily so she can reclaim the power of Dunwall and get her rightful place on the throne. But as you can see, I managed to get up on the cliff and started progressing across this steel wire. I recommend blinking across it because it's quite a long wire and we don't need to prolong this anymore than we have to. But when you reach the end of the wire, we're gonna blink up onto the roof of this lighthouse, or of this guardhouse, I mean. And this mission, for being the last mission, is actually quite easy when you know how it works, or when you have a good path through it. Because even on low chaos there are quite a few guards, so you should always be very careful. And there are two parts, or two passages in this mission that are a bit finicky, or can be a bit finicky. And the first one is just before you reach the elevator leading up to the lighthouse, and I will talk a bit more about that when we get there. But this far it's quite easy. You just cruise on the roofs and blink your way up here onto this, whatever it's called. And here is one place we should be very careful and go up on this left steel wire, because if you go on the right one you're gonna have to try and blink past a guard. But if you stay over here on the left side and go over this little lamp, you will stay out of his line of sight at all times. And we are getting up to the elevator. And by the elevator there is a guard patrolling behind it. Or I think there's a guard patrolling behind it. I saw one walking in front of it right now. Anyway, his patrol pattern is a little bit random, so drop a safety save before you blink over to the elevator. And if you see that he's not anywhere near, just jump through the hole in the roof and turn on the switch, and we can go to Burroughs Lighthouse. And if he's not in a good position, just wait for a few seconds or try to get in behind him and choke him out. So you won't have any problems. And now we are almost at the end of the final mission. And when you get out of this elevator, we are gonna head up the elevator shaft, because there is a walkway up to the front entrance of the lighthouse, but there are, I believe there are 2 guards on that walkway, and they are extremely hard to get around without alerting them. So the absolutely easiest way is to just blink across these beams up towards the roof. So we stay out of harm's way and inside the elevator shaft. And now we are already at the top of the lighthouse. So we progress towards these vents and up onto the roof. And since we have gotten past the first finicky part, the second part that can be a bit finicky is right here at the end, when you try to take out Havelock. Because I end up almost getting spotted. And that would have been very frustrating because I forgot to save during this mission. I don't know why I didn't do it, but it doesn't really matter because everything worked out well. But be very careful, and just before you go down to choke him out, if you choose to choke him out, you don't have to do that. That is a good thing to know. Because we need to get the key on the little table next to the fireplace. You see, I get so close to getting detected because he turned around right when I was blinking down. But as I said, you don't have to choke him out. You can just sneak down and take the key to the room where he's keeping Emily and get over there and let her out, and you will finish the game without being spotted if he doesn't see you before you unlock the door.
Who is that?
But as an extra precaution, as I always do, I go for the choke out.
Will I be impulse?
And now you have finished the game. We have finally completed Dishonored, and as you can see, there are no hostiles killed, no one is killed, low chaos, never spotted, all that good stuff. And you have unlocked mostly Flesh and Steel, Ghost, Shadow, and yeah, all the stealth related trophies as that you get along the way as well. And also, of course, we have unlocked Clean Hands. And that is the end of this walkthrough, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.